Hi everyone, welcome back to Visionaries Playground. My name is Kristen. I am the one-woman show behind everything you see. Today we're going to be doing another pick a card reading. The theme of today's reading is going to be next steps. So this can be next steps as far as a relationship, can be as far as a career, whatever questions you're coming in with. Hopefully that these cards will give you some clarity. So yeah, let's go ahead. We're going to have a universal candle blessing today. Let's go ahead and pick our pile, light our candle, and get right into this reading. So we have for you today 3 piles. Like I said, universal candle blessing. This will be pile 1 with a tiger's eye tower. This is pile number 2 with our beautiful selenite wand. And we have pile number 3 with a rose quartz heart. So go ahead and take a minute, focus in on which pile that you would like to pick. Now you can do this intuitively by just picking the first pile that your eye goes to. You can do this by looking at the timestamps and see if any numbers pop out at you. You can do it solely by the crystal. Maybe this is your favorite crystal. It caught your eye, so therefore you go through with this pile. Whatever you need to do to decide, that is okay. You can even watch the whole video and then just pick whatever pile resonated with you at the end. So like I said, I will give you a minute. Let me go ahead and kind of prep my area. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do the candle blessing. You're more than welcome to keep looking at the piles if you need to. So let's go ahead and start our candle blessing. Now, you can do any intention. Like I said, this is a universal candle color, meaning that you can pick any intention. Just like with any candle, you can really pick any intention, but sometimes the colors have specific meanings. But as I've said in previous videos, white is a universal candle color, so therefore any intention will do. So you're gonna take a minute. You can breathe in, you can put your hand over your heart, do whatever feels right for you in this moment right here. Hone in on your intention. All right. Cool. Ooh. Beautiful. So the flame did drop for a second, but overall it is a beautiful, strong flame. Oops, that was me. So I'm going to go ahead and move our candle over here. It will be burning the entire rest of the video, and if for some reason it is not finished burning by the time we end the video, then it will continue off camera. But by the time we get to pile 3, it should be almost done. So like I said, go ahead, pick your piles. We're going to go ahead and get started. All right, if you picked pile 1, welcome to your pick a pile reading. We're going to go ahead and get started. On this channel, we do live shuffling. So let's go ahead, get the energy going in our cards, shuffle them. Oops, that was a really terrible shuffle. That's why I said let's get the energy flowing. Because usually when my tarot cards don't shuffle right like that, like you see like that, it just means the energy is not ready to be read yet. That's how I take it. So we basically, you're just going to shuffle until they're ready. It also can be my shuffling as well because I have like abnormally small hands, so I can't like grip these cards for the proper way to shuffle. All right, so perfect. Here we go. So today I'm using my Ethereal Visions tarot deck. I love this deck. It has like gold foil on the cards. You'll see, it's beautiful. Okay. Gonna go ahead and shuffle. So pile 1, this is next steps. So next steps. maybe we can go ahead and get a theme going. What is the theme of this pile? Next steps as far as what? And remember, you did pick Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye is great for strengthening your intuition, and it is a very protective stone as well. So let's see. All right, pile 1. What cards do we have for pile 1? What pile? Ooh, okay, perfect. So we have the Empress. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started on what's here. Oh, we have the Queen of Cups. We have the Empress. We have the Two of Swords in reverse. Okay, so first off with the Queen of Cups, I'm going to say that this is a lot of feminine energy right off the bat. So you could be a mom, you could be a parent, you could also be pregnant, which is just one thing I'm getting off. That's not going to apply for everybody. But with the Queen of Cups, Cups is about like our emotions. So as far as the Queen of Cups, and yeah, I'll let you guys kind of see these cards. So what I see with the Queen of Cups is somebody that she's kind of like in charge of her emotions. So I'm getting straight off the bat, I am getting that this is an emotional type of reading so far. I'm going to keep going though, because we have the Empress card here, and the Empress is all about stepping into your feminine personal power. But then we have the Two of Swords in reverse. Now the Two of Swords upright talks about kind of like going into something blindly, but I'm getting that you didn't go into this situation blindly. And I'm really getting that this is first right off the bat regarding a relationship, and it could be a romantic relationship. It could, if you are pregnant, it could be, your quote unquote baby daddy. It could be your husband, it could be your boyfriend. I even call my husband baby daddy, so that is just a funny word for me. Anyway, so like I said, I think that you kind of knew what you're getting yourself into when you came into the situation, and you may have like ignored red flags going into this situation. So now you're kind of left, especially if you are pregnant and watching this, and like I said, you kind of ignored some red flags regarding this person that you had a baby with, or you either just got out of a relationship with somebody, or you are in one right now and you're trying to figure out what to do. I'm seeing that you're ignoring red flags. And I'm going to keep going, but that is just what I see. So, okay. Yeah, we have the King of Wands, which is, the masculine energy. I'm going to keep going. Can I get some clarity on the King of Wands? Why is the King of Wands here? So, yeah. All right, Three of Cups talks about collaboration, and then the Four of Pentacles, it's kind of like taking steps and holding on to something. So, I'm definitely getting that this is more so a relationship pile right off the bat. It's okay if this doesn't apply to you. Remember, this is a general message, so half the message could be for you or the whole message could be for you. But with the King of Wands here, and then I also have the Three of Cups, and I also have the Four of Pentacles. So if we're talking in terms of like I said, getting into a relationship and ignoring red flags, this person could have cheated on you. This person could, or you could have been the mistress per se, they were together first and then he came and got you in the picture, which that happens too. And so like I said, I am seeing that there was a third party involved in this situation. And with the Four of Pentacles, it's someone kind of like holding on to They're trying. So we have the Four of Pentacles. They have like two stepping stones. They're holding on to this one, and then they have more behind them that they're not seeing, more help, more guidance, more assistance. So as far as the King of Wands goes, like I said, it could have been a third party involved. But with the Four of Pentacles, I'm seeing that you're trying to hold on to this situation. And that, especially if someone cheating on you and you're pregnant. Now, this is a no judge, this is a judge-free zone. I'm just speaking out of a place of love, and I care for whoever is watching this and in this situation. You know, you don't deserve that. You're pregnant with somebody's, you know, that is just absurd to me that someone would even do that to somebody. Like, I don't know. But it happens. I know it happens. So, and it didn't even have to be like someone cheated on you. It could have just been like a crazy mother-in-law. It could have been a crazy friend. You know what I mean? But I am seeing that a third party is the reason why something isn't working out. Something is not working in this relationship. And you're kind of like trying to hold on to hope, which isn't a bad thing. But if you continue to see red flags, I don't think you should continue to hold on to hope. So let's keep going. All right. What else do we have for pile 1? What should they be doing next? Next steps, which was the whole point of the reading. Okay. We have the Sun card. I'm going to keep going. Next steps. What can they do to get out of this situation? Maybe what should they be focusing on? Let's see. Perfect. Okay. So we have the Sun, we have the Ace of Swords, and we also have the King of Cups. So we have the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. So with the Queen of Cups, it is the Queen, especially, is just more feminine, nurturing energy. And with the King of Cups, it's more confident, passionate energy, more driven energy, getting things done. And especially, it's just more so getting things done. And with the King of Cups, there's also a lot of Pisces energy here. So it could have been a Pisces, or you could be a Pisces, or it could be a major placement in their chart. Let's see. And also with the Pisces, it also kind of means go with the flow. Because with this Ace of Swords, we have the Ace of Swords here, and we also have some fiery energy. So fire energy, you could be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Especially with the Sun is also Leo energy. So you could be a Leo, he could be a Leo, there's major Leo or major fire placements in this type of situation, in this partnership. That is just a sign that you could use to say, oh, this is about me because I'm a Leo. But with the Sun is a good card. The Sun is a great card because you have, especially with this ethereal visions, it is so beautiful. So we have a lady using the Sun's energy to kind of, grow her sunflowers. So right now, I'm just seeing that you need to kind of, even though all this is happening, especially if you are with child, it doesn't matter if you are or not. I'm just saying, I've been pregnant, I understand the hormones, and going through something like that is not ideal. But it's okay if you're not pregnant and you're just going through this type of situation, kind of need to leave a relationship. Spirit is just saying to give the energy kind of back to yourself that you've been putting into this person. So if you've been trying so hard to make it work with this person and it's just not working straight up, God, divine source, universe, spirit guides, however you want to call it, they're saying that you really just need to start putting the energy and start putting the focus back on yourself. Because especially if you do need to leave, and only do so if it's safe. But I'm hearing just put the energy back on yourself and start trying to take care of yourself, especially if you're with child. Take care of yourself, take care of that little baby. We also have the Ace of Swords here. So with doing so, you will be automatically just in a better position overall. Better position mentally, physically, and spiritually. once you get away from the situation. And like I said, King of Cups is kind of go with the flow energy. So if someone offers you a hand and you necessarily wouldn't take somebody's help to begin with, I think it's Spirit is just kind of nudging you, saying, hey, go with the flow. Go, if someone is offering you help, take it. If they are a trustworthy person, of course. So, yeah. Ooh. Alright. So, let's keep going. Alright, any more cards for group 1? I think we're good here. Okay. So we're going to move on and we're going to break out some oracle cards. So the first one that we have is my Psychic Oracle deck. My very first, actually, I was so intimidated by tarot cards. I think I got this deck like 3 or 4 years ago. But I was so intimidated by tarot cards that I started out with an oracle deck, and this one was my first oracle deck. So it's very special to me. And look at that, I'm a pro at shuffling these. These are beautiful to shuffle. Alright, so, ooh, right off the bat. Okay, we have Passion Ignited with number 1. So number 1 is also new beginnings. And Passion Ignited. It could just be you have motivation now to kind of get out of the situation is what I'm seeing. Especially if you are with a baby. You could be pregnant, or you could have just had a baby with this person, or you could have children with them in general. But I'm just seeing that you are, your heart center is on fire right now. Because you see the heart chakra is green, and it is on, hers is literally on fire. So with that, it could, like I said, it could just be motivation to leave. You could also just feel heartbroken as well, because when we have the heart chakra kind of on fire, it could just be that, like, you're heartbroken, you know what I mean? You're heartbroken of the situation. But this isn't necessarily a negative card. I'm just saying with the heart chakra on fire, that could be another indication of what this card means. But I'm just seeing that you do have the motivation to get yourself out of whatever kind of toxicity or negative relationship you're in. And with the number 1, it also means new beginnings. So let's keep going. Okay. Wow, we have number 1 and we also have number 9. So number 1 is the beginning and number 9 is the end, completion. We have 2 number 9s. Okay. So the first one is Solitude, which this is considered a major arcana card in my Psychic Oracle deck. I believe if it has a black boarding, it's like a major arcana. It's like a major theme or whatever. The blue border on this card just means it is an emotional card. It just has something to do with our emotions. But with the Solitude card, like I said, especially if you are leaving somebody right now, I'm just seeing that, and with the Sun card as well, you will probably be having a period of solitude, and it's probably best for you. It's best for you to kind of come down off the situation by being by yourself. Spending time with yourself, especially if you have kids, spending time with your kids and kind of being away from the situation, because especially if there are kids involved, you know, they can pick up on that negative energy. And but even if you don't have kids, and you are just trying to get away from a relationship, person, situation, definitely spend some time with yourself. And solitude could be used for healing, journaling, meditating, or just taking a time out to be away from everybody else to kind of like collect yourself. Also, we have material harvest. So if you're worried about leaving this person because you're not going to have money or you're not going to have food or whatever, Spirit is saying that it's taken care of. Don't worry about it. Especially, like I said, if you do have an offer coming in, someone wants to offer you money, food, a place to live, and they're trustworthy, take it. But Spirit is saying that if you are worried about that, don't be worried about that because you are taken care of already. That is beautiful. All right, so let's see if there's any more cards. All right, so we also have, oh look, partnerships and alliances. So this definitely has something to do with a partner. And it could also mean that you will find a new partner, and not necessarily like a romantic partner, especially if you are getting out of a relationship. You probably don't even want to be in one. But it could just, like I said, someone could be offering you a hand, and it could be someone that you didn't necessarily think that they would do that for you, offer their hand of service. But it could be a new friendship that comes out of this. And yeah, look, conflict and defeat. So yes, I definitely think that you are feeling defeated by the situation. You're feeling drained energetically, emotionally, and mentally. I'm not laughing at you, I'm just laughing in general. But look, and I also want you to see that even though he's kind of walking through these dark tunnel, there's like a light. It's a small dim light, but there's still a light. So that means there's a tiny light at the end of the tunnel. You're almost there. It's so faint. I know you probably just feel like giving up at this point, but don't, because look, we also have prosperity begins. So we have 2 number 9s here and 2 number 1s here. So this is definitely about new beginnings and ending a cycle. And the cycle ending could be this relationship, and then you're starting over with yourself, with your family, with a friend, with your child, whatever. Wow. All right, now we're going to go into the Whispers of the Ocean deck. Ooh, that's a beautiful shuffle. All right. Whispers of the Ocean Oracle deck. Now these have like sea animals on them and with little messages. So let's see what you have. Oh, shuffling these are a pain. I'm gonna do this. I think I did this last time. They're just such big cards. I'm gonna shuffle 3 times. And split it into 2 piles and then pick off the top. One more. All right, so 1. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick 2. Okay, so we have gliding through the currents. Looks like they are stingrays. We have gliding through the currents in number 13. It says, sorry, I'm out of breath for some reason. I'm drinking a lot of coffee. With a different approach, you will glide through a situation with grace and ease, going inward and bringing your understanding, perspective, or behavior into flow will help your dreams take flight. And we also have number 33, let your personality shine. You have something no one else has that makes you who you are. Stop comparing yourself to others and allow your uniqueness to shine through. So, gliding through currents, go with the flow. I literally said that with the King of Cups. So yeah, definitely go with the flow energy. And we have let your personality shine. So if you are just kind of feeling like not as confident right now just because of everything going on, Spirit is saying that do not let this get you down. You are still beautiful. You are still a being of love and light. And don't forget that just because somebody else is not being that way, and is being negative or whatever, don't let that get you down, because you are a beautiful soul that does not deserve to feel that way about themselves. Alright, so I have my daily crystal cards. And this is just my last oracle deck for you guys. It's my daily crystal inspiration. Sorry for sniffling. I don't know why. All of a sudden, sniffling. Oh, beautiful. Okay. So, we have malachite. It's time to transform. Wow, we have a couple of these actually. Okay. We have agate, get back into balance. So balance within yourself, within your emotions. We have rainbow obsidian, heal your heart. Which, what did I say? Your heart chakra is on fire right now. You are just probably not feeling it. So heal your heart with rainbow obsidian. We have argonite, which says release your emotional baggage. Wow, and we also have selenite, which says clear the clutter. And selenite is great for purifying and cleansing your space and kind of keeping those not so energies that are in alignment with us. They keep the energies that are not in alignment with us out. Or, yeah. So, yeah, definitely time to transform, which we have with just the endings of a cycle and new beginnings. Agate, get back into balance, heal your heart, release your emotional baggage, which means just release whatever emotions that are tied to the situation, especially knowing it more than likely it's not your fault that this person is throwing up red flags, not your fault that this person is doing what they're doing. So definitely take the time to journal. Some journal prompts that you could do is, what can I take away from this situation? Or, you could also Google some prompts. I'm not very good at just creating stuff off my head, but you can Google some prompts, but like, how does this make me feel? What can I learn from the situation? Even writing down those red flags that you've seen. Writing down the red flags you've seen and ignored. Ask yourself, why did I do this? Why did I ignore these red flags? Did I feel like this is the only person that I could possibly have? Just try to tap in and see where these feelings, especially within your heart chakra, see where those feelings are manifesting, and just try to heal those parts of yourself in order to move on. But that is your reading, pile one. If you are going through a hard time, I'm very sorry. But overall, your reading is pretty positive, despite that there is a situation that you need to move on from. But thank you again, pile one. I appreciate you as always. I hope to see you next week. Bye. Welcome to your pick a card reading. Here we have a beautiful selenite stick. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, remember, as I said in the beginning, this reading is about next steps. So I'm going to go ahead and just get the theme out. What is the theme for pile two? What is this, their career or relationship? What kind of next steps are we taking? Chariot. We have the Chariot in reverse, though, is how it came out. So I'm going to put it back in reverse because that's how it came up. Okay, so Chariot. Any more cards regarding the theme of next steps? So, right off the bat with the Chariot, normally the Chariot is like charging forward, transformation, kind of going, you know. But when it's in reverse, it kind of feels like to me that there's just a little bit of stagnant energy in your life. Things are not progressing forward right now, so you may be seeking clarity on how can I progress forward right now in my life. Okay, so any more cards regarding the theme? What next step? Your career, relationship, home. Okay, so that is just the theme. So the theme is just stagnant energy. What can we do to move on? What can we do to get the energy flowing and remove these blockages from your life? So, okay. So we have the Six of Swords. We have the Six of Swords, which is transformation. We also have the Two of Swords. A lot of sword energy. We have Eight of Pentacles. We also have the Seven of Cups. And we also have the Ace of Swords. Cool. So, and we also, I have the Two of Swords and the Ace of Swords come up in pile 1. So if you found yourself trying to decide between pile 1 and 2, you can go ahead and take a look at pile 1 as well. There could be some messages in there for you as well. So we're coming off the Chariot. What can we do to get past this stagnant energy? So first off, we have literally somebody on a boat, kind of moving away from choppy waters into calm seas. So I think right now is that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to figure out, what can I do to get out of this rough patch that I'm in? And it doesn't necessarily mean like rock bottom rough patch. It could just be like I said, you're just feeling so stagnant, like you just don't know what to do. Like you literally just have no clue what to do to get out of this funk. So this is very promising with the Six of Swords. This is definitely transformation is in the works. With the Two of Swords, it's kind of someone like going into a situation blindly, which kind of, yeah, I'm just getting kind of blind. You have your guard up in Swords. Like it kind of also seems like you're blocking yourself in a way, like especially if you keep telling yourself like, oh, what I want is not possible, there's just no possible way that I can make things work. Like let's say you want to move or you want a new job, but you are, I don't know, you're in your lease, you're in a mortgage, you're in a relationship, I don't know, you're in some type of situation and you're like, how can I get out of here? But you're coming from like more of a lack mindset, you know, because if something is really meant for you, the universe is going to conspire to make it happen. And right now you're probably like, okay, well, why hasn't that happened? Like I've been putting my intentions out there. Well, you have, like I said, you kind of have like an energy block right now. And so when you have an energy block and you're coming from a lack mindset, you know, you can't really progress forward. You can't really find the answers you're looking for because you are essentially blocking those answers from even coming into your mind. We have the Eight of Pentacles here. So yeah, you're hard working right now. Like you have some security, and you're working really hard on one thing, but like you're forgetting you have these two other options in the back. And you could be forgetting that you have options. You could be just so hyper focused on this one area of your life that you're forgetting to also focus in on other things. And other things could be yourself. It could, like I said, coming from a lack mindset, like you're so worried and fixated on this one problem that you're not even like focusing on what else you have left to do. And with the Seven of Cups here, and I also want to see that like you're working so hard that like you're like forgetting your foundation, like you or maybe you're working on towards getting a new home, but like I said, the lack mindset is kind of prohibiting you from being able to either move or be comfortable with the idea of moving. And we have the Seven of Cups here. So right now it seems like, so you have your cups right here, your cups, but someone is like, it's like a snake. This is not a snake, this is a big ass reptile, but like you just feel right now, I'm trying to think of the word, I'm sorry. Let me just look at this card for a second. I see like betrayal and deception only because like this person has a mask on, but I don't really feel like, I mean, someone could be betraying you. I don't necessarily feel that way. I think you also could be like lying to yourself in a sense. But yeah, I definitely think that this is like a battle between you and yourself. Because it's like we have you're standing here with your mask, and we also have this like scary looking lizard kind of like trying to attack your foundation of sorts. I'm gonna get more clarity. Can I please have more clarity on the Seven of Cups? Oh, okay, so we have the Judgment card, but it's in reverse. So judgment usually means like reaping what you've sown. When it's in reverse though, like I said, like I'm just really feeling like there's just an energy block here. Like you can't really reap anything because you haven't quote unquote sown anything. I think you've just been like in the same cycle for the last couple of months. It could be that you've been in the same cycle for the last year. And so this cycle that you're in and is what is keeping you at bay as far as like energy wise. It's keeping you from being able to progress forward. You can't possibly reap anything new. You can't sow. You can't plant any new seeds because you're so stuck in the situation that you're in. Okay. So I'm gonna see, is there any more cards for the Seven of Cups? Okay. Oh, okay. And we have the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups talks about like reunion, talks about innocence, friendship. And you can see these cute little kids like filling their cups up with the flowers. Like I said, a reunion, moving with somebody. Six of Cups talks, number 6 is talking about unconditional love, protection, and yeah, so if you have, and look, at home, right behind you, a home. So if you have somebody offering you, hey, you want to come here, you want to move here, hey, you want to rent my place out, or I'm definitely just seeing that this is a house. Like house has come up 3 times in this reading. We have the house here, we have the house on the 8 of Pentacles, and we have the house on the 7 of Cups. So you definitely think the place you're at right now, whether it be the city you're in, the house you're in, the apartment you're in, the condo you're in, whatever, that is part of your energy block. And that's what I was saying in the beginning, like you may feel like you can't get out of this, but like I said, the universe will transpire to make that happen if that's what you really want. If you really want to get out of the place you're in right now, Spirit is saying that you need to put more intentions forth in doing so. Because like I said in the beginning, you feel like you've been doing all this work, but in retrospect, like, yeah, you may be doing work, but you're not actually working on what you want. Because you're coming from a lack mindset saying, I can't have these things. And Spirit is like, yes, you can, but you're just not trying. So you're saying, like, you can't do it. And, you know, I think Spirit is really just saying, like, you can do it because we have the Ace of Swords here. And we have this fire energy. So fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius. Leo, Sagittarius, I'm forgetting the other one, Aries, I think. Sorry. So you could have major Leo placements, major Sag placements, major Aries placements. But this is just saying that you will prosper, you will, like, the glory is in your hands, you know. it's just a matter of like getting out of this mindset of saying I can't do it, because if you keep telling yourself I can't do this, it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out. It's literally just not going to, because you're putting the intention out there that you don't actually trust in your spirit team. You're putting out the message out there that you don't actually trust the divine source, because you are saying, oh, it's not going to happen, it's just not in the cards for me, even though it literally is in the cards for you. And like I said, like, I feel like you know this. I feel like you know that you can make these things happen. You could be scared. It could be your anxiety kind of stopping you. It could be your ego self stopping you, because your ego is the person that tells you, you can't do this, it's just not possible. And that is just like the annoying Karen voice that we don't want in our ears, okay? So I'm going to keep going. Any more cards for pile or group 2? Like, what can they do? You know, what can they do? Oh. All right, so straight off the bat, you have Leo, more Leo energy here. So sun, moon, or rising, or like major planet placement, you are a Leo. And you have the strength to get through this. And, you know, like I said, what do you need? I asked, what do you need to get through this time? And strength is the first card that came out. You need strength. You need to believe you have the strength to get through this. Because look, with the Seven of Pentacles here, like we had the Eight of Pentacles, this person like working. And now, guess what? Look, he got past it. He had the strength to get past and to put in the correct work that he should have been doing and to begin with. And that's okay if you haven't. Don't feel bad for yourself. I'm just kind of saying. But you have the Seven of Pentacles here, and now you kind of can look, oh, you have a sigh of relief. Oh my gosh, it really did work out. It really worked out. All I had to do was believe and connect with my higher self, and it worked out. We also have the Nine of Wands, which talks about like protecting your foundation. And you may be feeling like you need to protect your foundation, and it could be your home, but it could just be the foundation that you have created for yourself. And so when you create a foundation and you say, maybe you've been happy and content in this place for a while, and then now you're kind of having to switch it up. Like you could just be on guard, because you're like, oh, I thought I was happy here. I thought everything was fine, but it's actually really not fine. And I'm unhappy. Like, what can I do to get out of this? And that will attribute to feeling like you need to have your guard up and like protect whatever foundation you've already created. But if you're unhappy in your foundation that you've created, it's okay to start over. It's okay. Like throughout our lifetime, we will probably start over so many times. Like and so I think you are kind of coming from a place where you're just scared to do so, and you definitely shouldn't be. You should not be scared, because whatever you do right now, it's going to come back to you tenfold, especially when you put positive intentions out there. It's going to come back to you tenfold, and you're going to be like, why did I ever feel this way? Why did I ever get scared? Why was I scared that the universe wasn't on my side? Because it's been on my side this time, and this time. Why can't I ever see it, you know? But so you have your guard up. Just kind of let your guard down. And we have the Hermit. So right now, you could just be going through a period of solitude, or you could be feeling like lonely of sorts, but I really just feel like you need this time of solitude. And loneliness comes from a place, in my opinion, is when, like, I feel like you can feel lonely because you don't have anybody around you. Maybe you live by yourself, or maybe your parents have passed. You kind of like alone in the family. But it's okay, because in those times of loneliness is when you need to connect with yourself, because you shouldn't allow anybody in your circle, you shouldn't allow anybody new in your circle if you're not really loving yourself and caring about yourself, because then you can kind of attract like the wrong people. So I definitely think you need to spend some time in solitude. It doesn't mean ignore everybody, ignore your family, but it does mean that you need to kind of tap in to your thoughts and start intention setting, and the intentions of what do I want in this new life, this new chapter of mine. Holy crap. I mean, it could have been me. It could have been me, but that flame just moved like majorly. It could have been me. I don't know. Now I'm kind of, it's so weird. Anyway, so let's keep going. Yeah, you see that? That's not me. There's no draft in this room. Like, I'm not above an air vent. So, yeah, your gods are here right now. What's up, y'all? Anyway, so we have my Sidekick Oracle cards. Let's see what's in there for you. This flame is like getting taller. And so I'm going to read the candle flame while I'm shuffling. Like, I think that once you reach this new point in your life, like, you are going to feel so strong, so in your power. And look at this. We have the transformation card. So yes, you're definitely going through a time of transformation. Third eye, definitely use your intuition right now. She has a green shirt on, which can mean your heart chakra also needs to be tended to. Because especially if you're feeling like you can't do something, you're feeling lonely, definitely work on your heart chakra and try to tap into your intuition, practice your intuition, or intuitive abilities. And we also have the Three of Cups, rejoice and celebration with number 3. So you will have a reason to celebrate, especially once you get past this mindset and you see like things are moving again, energy's moving again. You will have reason to celebrate. So, and celebrate with the green. I know green means heart chakra in here, but it can also mean financial abundance as well. So, any more oracle cards out of here? Oh, and then, oh wow, yeah, okay. Hold on, let me organize myself. Alright, so we have patience. So definitely need to have some patience, and we have so many major arcana cards. So, sorry, I'm like burping. Hold on. Oh. Okay, sorry. So with this patience card, and I just want to point out the black border. These black borders just mean major themes. They're the major arcana cards in this oracle deck. So transformation is a huge theme. We also have patience, number 14. So be patient during this time, especially if the things that you're looking to manifest aren't necessarily coming in fast. Be patient, because you can see that she's planting seeds. And I mean, do you plant your seeds for your flower and expect them to bloom the next day? No, you need time to digest new information. You need time to find clarity on situations. So you can plant your seed and also be working in the meantime. You know how when you plant a seed, you water it, you talk to your plants, you play music for your plants, whatever you do. So do that for yourself. Water yourself, water your plants. Take care of yourself. Start planting new seeds and seeing where they go, but be patient in the process. Because I think also you're kind of looking for an instant gratification, and I think that's just a problem with society. Is like we have fast food, we have Amazon, like we just expect everything to be super fast, super come to us, and like that's just not really how it works. Everything happens in divine timing. We also have the Truth card with number 20. So I see clarity coming to you relatively soon. We have the Triumph card, so you will get through this. I think this is similar to the Chariot card, so it's funny that the Chariot card came up in reverse in the beginning, but towards the end we have what would be the Chariot in this Oracle card. We have it in flipped over, saying that you can get through this time. And we have emotional loss. And so, like I said, heart chakra for sure. Could have just lost a loved one. So you're feeling kind of broken about that. But definitely heal your heart chakra. Your heart chakra needs major work right now, especially if you have gone through or experienced loss. Let's go. So how I do these Whispers of the Ocean oracle cards. I'm going to shuffle them 3 times, put them into 2 piles, and pick off the top because they're kind of huge. Oh no, my nail just came off. Oh, poop. Ugh. I just glued it on this morning. I swear to God, I'm sorry. I swear that nail glue sucks. Okay, so 2 piles. Let's pick off the top. We have gentle moderation with a bunch of walruses. And the message says, take your time. Pressure from others or yourself can be released by renegotiating what you are trying to accomplish. And we also have be insightful and established. And it looks like it's like coral or anemone. And it says ground and rebalance your energy. Bring awareness into the now rather than allowing it to occupy the past or the future. So that is another thing. Try to focus on each day instead of focusing, okay, well, what does my life look like 3 months from now? Focus on, what does my life look like today? What can I focus on today to make a difference? What is one thing that I can do today to get one step closer to my end goal? Especially if you do want to move, okay, today I can call my landlord and just see what my options are. Today I can apply for a new job if that's what you're looking for. So also, and it says with your moderation, just be patient in all this process, and ground and rebalance your energy. And like I said, work on that heart chakra. And last but certainly not least, we have our daily crystal inspiration. So I'm gonna go ahead and just go. Okay, thanks. We have hematite, ground yourself. So that is a major theme, ground yourself. And you could also work on your root chakra, because if your root chakra is out of balance, it kind of just sets up the other chakras to be out of balance as well, because our root chakra is our base foundation of the chakra system. So yes. Any more daily crystal inspiration? Holy Charlotte. Sorry. Any more? Okay, so we got a big old pile here. We have labradorite, see the magic. We also have blue lace agate, find your calm, find your peace. Ooh, look at this, clear quartz, get crystal clear. So get crystal clear on what you want out of this next chapter of your life. And we have black kyanite, set strong boundaries, especially when you are in a period of grounding yourself and transformation. You're probably going to have people from your past trying to come at you and say stuff, not negative, but people from our past do try to like disrupt our progress, our growth. So if someone from your past comes in and they were a part of your past for a reason, whether they come from your past and they caused you some type of heartache or harm or just a headache in the past, and they are now trying to do that again now, just don't pay any mind to it. It is okay to ignore people. It is okay to not reply back to every single person. If you just need to block somebody and get them off your mind, you can do so. You're not going to miss out on a connection by setting your own boundaries, especially if you're setting boundaries with somebody from the past. You're not missing out on a connection. I promise you. If they are meant to be with you, they will come forward and not try to disrupt your path. But that is what I have for you today, pile 2. Like I said, get crystal clear on your intentions, heal that heart chakra. You are in a period of transformation right now. I know it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but you have some moves to make. You have some things that you need to think about, and you need to get serious is what Spirit is saying. You have to get serious right now. If things that you want seem out of reach, that is just your own self telling yourself that, and your own self blocking yourself. Because like I said, the universe, your guides, they want to transpire to make things happen. So this was a lovely reading, pile 2. Thank you so much. I will see you next time. To your pick a card reading. You are the last pile, but you're certainly not least. So if you picked the beautiful rose quartz heart, this is your pile. As you can see, our intention candle is still burning. Hopefully you might be able to see it. It might be out of the camera thing. It has been like dancing and moving. Like right now it's getting like so tall. Like, and I want to tell you, there is no draft near me. Can you guys see this? Like, I just ruined it, but look at that. Look how tall it's getting. Oh my gosh. In the second pile, like, it was like jumping, like literally like jumping, kind of like startling me. But I kind of sucked because I didn't have the candle in the camera frame in the second pile. So yeah, hopefully that is back in. But anyway, I thought that was interesting. So let's go ahead and jump into your reading, pile 3. So I am using my Ethereal Visions Tarot deck today. And like I've been doing for other piles, so this is a what's next reading. It could be what's next in my career, what's next as far as moving, traveling, relationships. I am going to put this over here though. Sorry if it's out of the camera. It's still, but it's just, I don't want the cards to like mess with it, you know. But alright, so like I started off with all the other piles, I'm basically just going to go from what is the theme, and then we're going to go from there. So for pile 3, what is the theme? Career, relationships, travel. What is next, but what is the theme of their reading? We have the Knight of Cups, which is talking about financial security. You have full cups all around. So right now you could just be at a point in your life where you're happy, you're content, things are working out in your favor. And you kind of just want to know, like, what can I do to keep this momentum going? Which is great because honestly the first 2 piles were a little bit of an intense pile. So this is so far a very good omen compared to the last 2 piles, I should say. Okay, so this is about you are happy, you're content, your cups are full right now. You feel financially secure, or you will be financially secure very, very soon. So this is basically, I feel, this is just what can we do to keep this momentum going. And that's beautiful. Congrats, pile 3. So what can we do to keep pile 3 momentum going? Momentum going as far as financial security, happiness, contentness. What can we do to kind of keep this energy flowing? Okay, so this card is the 8 of Wands. So the 8 of Wands talks about like somebody could potentially try to like attack your foundation. You could feel as if your foundation has been attacked. Can I get some more clarity on the 8 of Wands, please? We also have the Wheel of Fortune. So it's very interesting with the 8 of Wands. I want to any more clarity on the 8 of Wands, please. Okay, so the 8 of Cups. Okay. So, I know this is attack foundation. It could also just mean like moving forward. But with the Wheel of Fortune, it's probably one of the best, most positive cards in the deck. So when I see the Wheel of Fortune comes up, it kind of talks about like the energy is already in your favor. I also heard a tarot reader the other day, and I actually never heard this interpretation of the card, but I really liked it. And like it could also just mean that right now you don't have to do much. Especially if someone is trying to like disrupt this happiness. Spirit is kind of just saying like, don't worry about it. It just comes. It just comes with it. It's the name of the game, I guess you could say. Especially if you kind of have like an online presence, or you're a business owner in general, or you have just a very successful career. Usually when people are very successful, people get jealous, and so like I said, it could be someone is like trying to like disrupt your flow right now, but Spirit is saying that you don't have to do anything. The energy is in your favor right now. Don't even worry about that. So we also have the Eight of Cups here. So we have all of our cups full. We're kind of looking out, kind of like, what is my next move? But yeah, I'm just kind of seeing somebody like basking in this moonlight. His cups are full. He's content, trying to see what can I do to move forward. So let's keep going. All right. What does pile 3 need to do to move forward? Page. So we have the Page of Pentacles, and so these piles kind of reminding me like you're kind of like going back and forth right now. Like you feel content, you feel happy, you feel like successful, but there's also a side of you that's like, oh, this isn't possible, this can possibly last. You're kind of like taking a look of what you've accomplished. You're kind of like I said, you're kind of like stuck between like two worlds right now, because I see like a mountaintop, and then I also see just like a tree in a farm. So I feel like you're kind of like stuck between two worlds right now. We're stuck between two choices. Or maybe you are moving and you're stuck between two homes. Because with this, it's, foundation is kind of just being under attack. Foundation could just be tested. And I just see someone that's like stuck between two choices right now, kind of pondering. Can I get some clarity on the Page of Pentacles? Very interesting reading so far. Definitely a wild mix of cards. Or this reading could also be like, what can we do to like get to this contentment point? But with the Wheel of Fortune, like I said, I'm really hearing that you don't really have to do much to get there. It's already yours. And with the Page of Pentacles, it could mean like that you don't think it's yours, that you're like wondering, when is it going to come? So yeah, we have the Nine of Swords here. So yeah, you definitely feel like maybe like you're in your own head a little bit. You have other people kind of like questioning you right now. But we have the High Priestess, and we also have the Three of Wands, which the Three of Wands does talk about travel. And we have the High Priestess. So basically, like, you may be feeling as if people are not happy for you, attacking you. You may be feeling embarrassed, or just kind of like, yeah, because you see like you have like all these people like attacking you right now. And I'm kind of like picking up on some like really weird energy, like heavy energy. Like it just kind of washed over me for a second. Like I just kind of felt like defeated for a second. And you could be feeling that way. Maybe you do want to get to this point, but like it's been kind of like a slow process. You're kind of trying to move forward, but it's been a slow process. But with this Wheel of Fortune here, like I keep going back to it because even though we have some of these other cards, the Wheel of Fortune does indicate that the energy is in your favor. But with the Three of Wands, like I said, it does indicate travel, moving forward, progressing forward. And with the High Priestess here, kind of just a very feminine, someone's very like powerful feminine figure. You could be a woman running a business. But I'm going to keep going. Any more cards for group 3? I'm also just getting a sense that you guys are like tired right now. Oh, sorry guys. Oh, we also have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is like it's like a master. Like he is like all knowing. He's a teacher. But it could also indicate that, yeah, I just see someone that is a teacher. And with the Hierophant, it could be that you need to learn from somebody else right now, or you are going to be stepping into more like a teacher role. Any more cards for group 3? And I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is the year of the Hierophant as well. So definitely like expansion of knowledge, and maybe you do want to expand your knowledge. Maybe you want to go back to school, or just take some courses online. But it never hurts to learn, you know? But we are in the year of the Hierophant, so. Okay, any more cards for group 3? Okay. We also have, we have the Page of Cups. Yeah, we have the Page of Cups. We also have the Page of Swords. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Wow, we also have Temperance. And we also have the Queen of Swords. Okay. So with the Page of Cups, definitely water energy. You could be a water sign. Yeah, you could be a water sign. I'm getting, because we have the Pisces here, Cancer, and I think Scorpio is the other water sign. Could be wrong. Pretty sure it is though. But she has someone like standing over the edge of the ocean with like, she has her cup up, which is like the fish in her cup. So yeah, kind of go with the flow energy. You could be Pisces energy, or you know how she's like holding this like cup out. You could be like kind of out of touch with your emotions as well, because water signs are very emotional human beings. So you could also just be kind of out of sorts with your emotions. You could just be that you need to express yourself, because with this like blue shawl right here, I'm also getting like throat chakra vibes. With the Temperance, we have like a give and take. This card is so beautiful though. Look at that. We have like a give and take, a balance with the Temperance card. So I think it's a balance also within yourself, trying to balance like the emotional side, the spiritual side, and yeah. So we also have the Page of Swords, which the Page of Swords is like a confident energy, moving forward, and she's doing the damn thing. We also have the Knight of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. Now, the Knight of Pentacles upright talks about financial reward. Now, it doesn't mean that you necessarily are not going to be okay financially. I think this just means that it's taking a little bit longer than you anticipated. So you could be feeling a bit like what is it? A bit impatient of sorts, because your manifestations, especially in the form of finances, are kind of taking a long time to come in. But let me go ahead and pull some oracle cards, because it's still like a lot of different energy here. We have like the good omens. We also have that you're like in sorts with your own emotions or maybe other people. We also we have this like higher learning card, balance, charging forward. Like, we just have a lot of energy going on here. So I'm gonna say, is there any oracle cards for pile 3? Is there any oracle cards for pile 3? Is there any oracle? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little frustrated because I'm not going well. Okay. Alright. Any oracle cards? Thank you. Oh, perfect. Okay. So we have spiritual union. We have suffering in silence, which I think has to do with that card. We have your sacral chakra. And we also have fulfillment of wishes. So fulfillment of wishes definitely ties in with the Wheel of Fortune. Even though things may not be coming in right away, they will be fulfilled. It is promised that what you're asking for right now is going to come. We have spiritual union. Now this can be a partnership, or you could just be strengthening your abilities, whether they're intuitive abilities, psychic abilities. You could be strengthening those, or you could be potentially finding somebody that you share a strong connection with, and it could be like a soulmate, soul twin flame sort of situation. We also have suffering in silence, which is what I think this Knight of Swords means. Just be vocal about your feelings. If you're unhappy with the situation, you're unhappy with the way someone went about something, just let them know. But don't suffer in silence. Yeah, don't do that to yourself. And like I said, this is a blue border, which just talks about emotions, but blue also corresponds with your throat chakra. And oops, sorry, the card fell, but you did see it. We also have the sacral chakra, so it talks about like our sexuality, our expression. So you could be also just having like intimacy issues as well that you're needing to work through. And those could contribute from like not only this life, it could be like past life experiences and that have caused these intimacy issues, because sometimes like when we do past life regressions, like in meditation or whatever, people, I've not me particularly, I'm speaking of other people, but they'll have like something happened to them in their past that kind of scarred their soul, which causes these issues now in this life, because you need to confront them from before. So if you've worked on your sacral chakra and you feel it's still out of balance, it could be because it's something that your soul is kind of holding on to from a past life. So doing a past life regression might help. Doing meditating specifically on the sacral chakra will help. Now, when I first started meditating, I would be a little anxious when I was doing it, but I will say those feelings of anxiety subside after you do it a couple times. So I would definitely try to do some sacral chakra meditation, because it's a constant flow in your chakra system. So especially like one of the bottom ones is out of balance, it's just going to kind of ruin the whole thing. Or it could kind of affect the rest of the chakra system. So any more cards for pile 3? Yeah, your shadow self. And I actually thought about this too, and I should have said it. 9 of Swords, shadow self, and plus, look, 8 plus 1 is 9, so 9 of Swords. Your shadow self is coming out, and our shadow self is it could be considered your ego, but it's kind of just like the way your trauma manifests. So if you had a child, just trauma coming back into your mind for you to work through. But it's basically just saying like, you need to confront your demons, you need to confront those traumas, especially if it does have to do with intimacy issues, or it has to do with where you're at in life as far as financial security, feeling like lost within yourself. But yeah, definitely do some shadow work, do some shadow prompts. You can Google some shadow prompts. But basically, like, especially if there's like a reoccurring thing or a reoccurring like past trauma that keeps coming up in your mind, don't just push it off in the back of your mind. Write it down and face your fears, because our soul is here to face our fears. I actually listened to this in a podcast yesterday. A person that has solely, no pun intended, solely studied souls and the purpose, and so on this physical plane, our soul likes to face their fears, because that is why we're here. We're here to learn lessons, and in doing and learning those lessons, we face our fears. So you just need to confront those shadow parts of yourself. And like I said, it could be things that either happen in this life or in a past life that are affecting you. It's just a matter of getting kind of like to the bottom of it and figuring out where these things are coming from. But definitely starting with shadow work. Yeah, so any more? I think we're good. All right, so all right, we also have my Whispers of the Ocean. So I'm going to split these into 2 decks. Shuffle 3 times, put them into 2 decks. Alright, we have facing... Wow. Oh my gosh, I can't make this stuff up. Facing your fears. Anyway, facing your fears. Look for ways to strengthen your connection to the universe and others. Stay peaceful and calm in the knowing of who you are. So when we face our fears, it really helps our soul be able to evolve in this lifetime. And facing your fears will also then connect you deeper to your higher self, to these higher beings of power, because like I said, our soul really feeds off being able to face our fears, because the fears that we experience in this lifetime more than likely we've experienced in other lifetimes. And the whole point of us being in this human experience is to learn lessons and evolve and grow our soul. We also have single-mindedness. It says choose your own path and what is best suited to you. So it's okay to be single-minded right now. It's okay to just only like focus on yourself and not really let anybody else in right now. Of course, you know, check in with your friends, check in with your family, but if they really care about you, they'll understand. Like, you really just need to take this time to focus on yourself right now, and they'll understand, or they should understand. But wow, that is so awesome. It's so funny. I said face your fears and it came up. All right, last but not least is going to be our daily crystal inspiration. So let's see what kind of crystal energy you guys have going for you. And these could be crystals that you need to work with, or just the energy basically as well. Okay. Oh wow. Pile 2 also got hematite, so it says ground yourself, which is so cool. So if you were going between pile 2 and 3, you can check pile 2 if you would like. Let me see, any more? Okay. A lot of synchronicities within the pile, like pile 1 and 2 had synchronicities, and then it's like pile 2 and 3 had synchronicities. So, and that doesn't always happen in every reading. We also have Moonstone, which says live your purpose. You guys aren't going to believe this shit. Tiger's Eye, overcome your fears. We also have Rainbow Obsidian, heal your heart. So definitely if you're going between this pile and pile 2, check pile 2, because they also had Rainbow Obsidian and it was talking about healing themselves as well. That is just so funny. I love synchronicity so much. So I definitely feel as if the Nine of Swords was about facing your fears and kind of like facing that shadow part of yourself. That is so awesome. But pile 2, thank you, or pile 3, I apologize. Pile 3, thank you so much. This is your reading. As far as next steps goes, I just hear you need to face your fears and do some shadow work. And once you do that, you will see this Nine of Pentacles will then be upright, and then your manifestations, your abundance, it'll come in. But like I said, you are just, you just kind of need to overcome your fears, heal that heart chakra a little bit, maybe even your sacral chakra. But this is a beautiful reading. Thank you again, pile 3. I hope to see you again next week. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button. It means the world to me. And give this video a thumbs up. So thank you so much. Please let me know in the comments if this reading resonated with you. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend if you're seeing this as it goes live. If you're not, just have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week. So again, thank you so much.